Are we recording right now?
Yeah, it's recording, but I'll do my like intro real quick and then we'll go.
No, I want to do it.
You want to do it? Okay, go ahead.
What do I say?
Oh my god, we just went over this.
Okay, ready?
If you watched my videos. Mm-hmm.
I do!
Sure.
I do.
Whatever, anyways, do it.
Hey guys, Jashana here.
No, that's not right. Welcome back to my channel.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Jashana here to talk about some books.
You gotta say friggin' books. Except this time we're not talking about friggin' books.
We're not talking about books today.
Hey guys, for real, welcome back to my channel. This is Nessa.
Jashana.
You've heard of her a few
they
times.
have?
Yeah, again, you don't watch my videos. Mostly
I knew that.
that you don't read, that you are my bestie / cousin / ex-roomie, and that you abandoned me to San Diego.
Okay,
and that you're slow as molasses. I talked about that in my Get Ready With Me.
Okay, that makes me sound like I'm stupid slow.
No, I was talking about getting
my
ready.
Movements are slow.
I was talking about getting ready, and I was like, I'm always the first one done with
Yeah.
my friends, because, like, number one, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with makeup, and also because I have friends like this that take forever to do everything.
Okay, you also... Wait, we're not going to get into that. No. Okay,
It's the truth.
Jashana, what are we doing today?
Oh my god. So I asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter, because of my little joke that I put in some of my videos with the, like, life lessons with Jashana. And I've done it a couple times, and it was just, like, funny, stupid shit. But I figured I would ask you guys if you had anything that you'd like advice on, and I could make a video, and it could be silly, it could be serious, it could be book-related or not, and I would talk about it. And then she came to visit and was like, hey... I saw that you did that because on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
You can stop doing that. And she was like, we should film one together. And I've been wanting to film a video with her anyways, and I didn't know what, because she don't read, at least fiction. You read, like, nonfiction sometimes.
Yeah, I do read. You make it sound like I don't know how to
like,
read.
you read,
I do
just
know
not
how to
like,
read.
it's not like a hobby of yours.
Correct. This is correct.
So, anyway, so that's what we're doing. So I got a little bit of comments from you guys for advice on things.
And the reason we think this would be so fun is because Jashana and I, we have the same core values, but complete opposite personalities.
Yes, very much
different
so.
people, very different. So it'll be interesting to hear what she says and what I have to say.
All right, I'll first go to Twitter. I didn't get like a ton of responses because, you know, I'm not that popular, but I did get some good ones that I think will take a fair amount of time. We'll start with the Twitter ones. The first one I got was Daniela at Daniela in Prague. She has a channel, go check it out. And she just said, confidence, how to not give a fuck, and stuff like that. And Ola at Ola Quinn also actually asked, she popped in a few, and one was how to actually not judge yourself too harshly. And I feel like those kind of go together. So, do you want to go first with your...
Yeah. So actually this lovely lady helped me a lot with that because she clearly like just doesn't give a fuck like what people think.
I mean, sometimes.
But
like,
it doesn't actually affect you.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't like affect your day. You're just like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
whereas me, it would affect my day, my life, like, you know, why.
She's my sensitive Cancer.
Yeah, and I hate it. But I am. So I would say she helped me out a lot with this, and then just having recently wanting to grow as a person. I would say the biggest tip on that is just learning to love yourself wholeheartedly. Yeah. Because the more that you love yourself and the more that you love yourself, you realize, like, I am who I am, and if you don't like it, I don't give a fuck, goodbye. And there's plenty of people that genuinely will. So I would say just learning to love yourself, because then you'll know what you deserve, and if someone doesn't like what they see, go find something else to look at.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like the key thing, I think, is accepting and understanding that like not everyone is going to like you. Like whether it's romantic, platonic, friends, like whatever, and you could be interested in being friends or dating someone, and they might be like, nah, I'm not into it. Because I mean, how many times does that happen to you where maybe someone clearly like wants to be your friend, but you're kind of like, I don't feel that connection with you like that. And it's not that you hate them or dislike them or think they're terrible, you just don't vibe with them like that. And it's okay. Like, it's all right.
Very...
And
to add on to that, since we're speaking romantically, also realize that sometimes when stuff doesn't work out, it's such a blessing. Like, I can't tell you how many times when you're into someone, you put them on this pedestal. It's so annoying, but you do. And then once you're over them, you're just like, why? Ew, why was I ever interested in you?
Yes.
So if it doesn't work out, it's honestly, sometimes those people just like aren't even as good as you think they are. Yeah. And so it's good when it doesn't work out.
Yeah. And like with friends, like there's been lots of times where, and I think I was worse with this when I was younger. I think it took me, I mean, I didn't really care when I was younger because there was like, I get asked a lot like, oh, you were probably like a cheerleader in high school. And I'm like, the cheerleaders hated me. But like, as I've gotten older, I've just gotten more and more okay with people not liking me. I meet women many times where I'm like, she's cool. I would like to be friends with her. And it just never becomes anything. They never reach out to me. It never like organically becomes a friendship. And sometimes it's kind of like, oh man, I thought she was kind of cool. But then it's like, how many times have I met chicks that I'm like, I don't really want to be your friend that much. Nothing's wrong with you. I just don't have a connection. Like, I just don't. And it happens sometimes. And you just have to be okay with that. And know, like loving yourself means knowing that it's nothing wrong with you. Yes. It's just that there's not that connection and it's okay. Yeah.
I feel like we're going to just keep talking forever.
Yeah,
but
that's fine. That's,
to go off of what she said, a lot of people, it doesn't matter what they look like, what their life looks like, especially with social media, people are fucking miserable.
Yeah, yeah.
And even if they're gorgeous, they're smart, they're accomplished, people have, like, everyone loves them and it's like, oh my God, you're amazing. They can still be really fucking unhappy.
Yeah.
And unhappy people don't like to see people that are happy.
Yeah.
They really don't. Especially if you have shit that should make you unhappy. They don't like to see that you're just fine with it and know how to handle life.
Doing okay. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes people would be bitter. Mm-hmm. And I just also, like, part of this whole thing too is I don't like it when I see people that are like, ooh, so-and-so doesn't like me, haters, like blah, blah, blah. And then like being bitter about it. It's like, don't even put that energy into it. Like, it's okay if someone doesn't like you. Even if I hear someone's talking shit about me, unless it's like my mom or like one of my best friends, then I'm gonna be like, wait, what? Like, this needs to be a conversation because what the hell? But like some rando that I barely know, they vaguely know me and I hear, oh, this rumor they said about you, I'm kind of just like, okay, like, whatever. And I'm like, there's no point in being mad at them and being like, this stupid bitch, blah, blah, blah. Like, why? Why get all like up in arms about it? Just, it's not worth the energy in your really life at all.
Just remember who you are, be mature.
And the people that know you, people who actually know you will hear something like that about you, like a negative thing, and be like, they'll think more about the person saying it than they will think about you. Like, they'll think more negative things about this person than they will about you because they actually know you. And they'll be like, that's not true, but all right, whatever.
Next question.
Okay, Ola also asked how to meet new people when you don't have friends. And then like kind of also like how to get back into dating, like not even anything serious, but just like meeting people and being safe with it, which is, I might not be the best person.
I was just about to say, I'm going to let her go first because all of that I'm still figuring out.
Yeah, but like, I'm not unsafe.
Well, okay, let's break it down.
Okay, we'll start with how to meet new people. Like, I feel like as an adult, particularly, if you're still in high school, if you're still in college, you're going to be meeting people all the time. It's really easy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And as you get out of college or high school or whatever, you will find that as an adult, it's weird and difficult to like make friends.
Very different.
Yeah, and like for years, I worked with her and our other cousin. So like yeah, we became friends, but like
that was it.
And then I worked from home for a while. And finally, at my place of work, now we have more people. There are other managers that are like my coworkers, and they're cool, and I'm friends with them. And a lot of people work in places where they don't like their coworkers. And yeah, or it's like super, super corporate, and you like aren't allowed to like do that stuff, right? So it's hard. Honest to God, the few friends that I have like here in Phoenix, I'm trying to think if I know any of them just from, like, meeting in real life. Like, a couple of my coworkers, and then Elliot from Elliot Brooks, and I've met a couple other booktubers here in the Phoenix area too, and Elliot and I were just really lucky that we connected, and, like, we just really vibed with each other, and I would consider her a very, very good friend, and that's awesome. But that's not really, like, meeting organically in real life. No, like, we met via BookTube. The other 3 girls that I would say, is there, yeah, I'm trying to think of anybody else. Michaeline, Portia, and Ashley. Those are, like, the only girls that...
Yeah.
The other 3 girls that, like, I would say are my friends, and one of them I've known for a few years now, and I would say she's one of my best friends. I met on Bumble BFF. Like, no joke. I was like, I'm sick of this shit. I was with my ex, and I wasn't making, like, girlfriends, and any girlfriends I did have were either her or his friends, and I was like, okay, this is stupid.
I was in San Diego by that time.
Yeah, she was in San Diego, and so I'm like, I don't have anybody to just, like, go hang out with. So I got on Bumble BFF. And I met quite a few chicks. Like, a lot of times it's like a group thing. Yeah. Like, you meet a couple and they're like, let's all go do wine and, like, whatever the fuck. And one of them was really cool, but then she got into this whole relationship thing, and I didn't talk to her for, like, a year. But now we, like, reconnected, and we're friends. Another one is more recent. I met her last year, I want to say. Super cool. Really like her. I don't foresee us not being friends anytime soon. Like, a genuine friend. And then the one years ago that I met, like, is one of my best friends now, and she always jokes and is like, you're the best thing I ever got online. And I just was lucky to meet some people there. But, like, I feel like it's a good way in this day and age to at least get out there and, like, be making friends and be social. You might not, like, I met tons of other chicks that, like, I just didn't vibe with that much, and I was like, you're nice, I'm sure you're cool, but, like, we don't have that much in common. And, like, what?
This year?
Yeah, like, it's not gonna work out. Like, people are on there. It's different than, I think, the dating apps, because now with dating apps,
they're
it's
not
like,
trying to bang you.
Yeah, a lot of times they're just, like, yeah, some people are on there, to be serious and find a relationship, but a lot of people are on there just to, like, swipe through and find people to bang and whatever. But, like, chicks going on Bumble BFF, like, they're there because they want to make friends.
Yeah.
Like, nothing else. Like,
sometimes though I see, like, when I was on Bumble BFF, I would see girls with, like, 15 group photos with, like, 30 girls in them, and I'm just like, why are you
here? You clearly
you
have
friends. So many friends. I don't understand why you're here.
I just want more friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not that chick.
No.
3 is, like, enough for me. I'm like, all right, I got 3 new friends. We're good.
Yay. My 2 cents on that part of the question would be, number 1, kind of things that she mentioned as far as don't force anything. Like, do not expect every person you meet to be like, yeah, we're actually gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna meet people where it's like, you're a good person, you're nice, but I don't feel it, you know?
I've had chicks, like, kind of ghost on Bumble BFF too, where I'm like, she seems really cool, and then we're messaging, and then we're like, let's meet up, and then they just, like,
people are flaky too.
Disappear, and I'm like, all right, and then I'm like, cool, glad I learned that before, like, I actually got to know you. Anyway.
And then the second thing would be to really put yourself out there, because I would say when I was younger, I didn't put myself out there, but then I would get insecure about the fact that I wasn't being, like, invited out to places. Mm-hmm. And I finally fucking realized, can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Curse. Are you serious?
I finally fucking realized that it's like, well, if you're going to be turning down majority of the invites as well, people are going to stop inviting you.
Yeah.
So you really have to take that effort if you do want to be involved in something, of really, like, putting yourself out there and not expecting every time for someone to come and grab you to take you out.
Yeah.
Initiating, hey, do you want to go hang out? Totally fine. Do it. If you like someone, like, do you want to hang out? Mm-hmm. One of my friends, Jessica, I met her at Sephora, and I was like,
oh, yeah, I encouraged that. I remember we went, and she was like, she seems really cool. I was like, talk to her.
She's so cool, and I feel like we need to be friends. And I had literally talked to her, like, twice. And every time I went to Sephora, I was like, is Jessica here? Complete stalker moves, but I love her.
Yeah.
And we ended up becoming friends, and, like, we're still friends to this day. If you feel like, you know what, this could be a cool person, like, just go for it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly.
They're not your friend now.
Yeah.
You put yourself out there and they're like, no thank you. Then they're still not your friend. And, like, yeah, it might be a little like, oh, fuck. But, like, you know, growth.
Move on.
You move on. You learn a lesson. And I feel like you'll feel good that you tried.
Yes.
I hate having regrets in life. Mm-hmm. So anytime there's something that could be a regret, just, like, do whatever's going to make that not a regret. Do the thing. Do the damn thing so that you can say, well, I fucking tried. I'm going to turn the fan on because I'm sweating balls. Like, seriously, I feel like I'm sweating through my shirt.
It's not. You're fine. Oh my god. Do that. I'll do my... Okay, question 2B.
Oh yeah, about
like
getting back into dating. I mean, same things for getting back into dating. Yeah. You gotta put yourself out there.
This is true. Like, but be safe. This is part of 2C.
Yeah, being safe. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, answering this question is weird because on the one hand, I'm like, how I am sometimes, I think people would say like, ooh, you're not safe. You're putting yourself in potentially sketchy situations. But at the same time, part of me wants to say I have a pretty good gauge of when someone is cool and chill, and I can go home with you tonight. I just met you, but it's gonna be fine. Yeah. Versus there have been times where I've met someone and been like, I don't like your vibe, and you're not doing anything now, but I'm just getting real creeper, potentially dangerous situation vibes for myself, so I'm gonna go. Yeah. I remember one time in Spain that happened to me. I was very unsafe when I was
careless.
I was careless. But at the same time, I met like genuine people most of the time. Like I met men that didn't know me and I'm drunk and they like escorted me safely to the proper metro station or whatever and then like said goodbye and be safe and have a good night. But then there was one time where I met these dudes. They were Canadian. I very vividly remember this. And they were like, they seemed cool. And they were, you know, in Barcelona having a blast on their fucking spring break or whatever the hell. And I met them and I was hanging out with them. And then they just all started being very, like, grabby and not take, like, I'd be like, okay, sir. And they were just, like aggressively, like, being grabby at me. And I was like, I'm gonna get out of here now because you're all, like, closing in on me. And I don't like this. So I feel like, because I've never been in a situation that ended up being unsafe. Like I've been fortunate, but also I do think I have a pretty good gauge of being able to tell, like, this guy's harmless. Yeah. Like I can go home with him and nothing's gonna happen bad to me, you know, and I'll be fine. And I've been correct thus far. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Honestly, the only times where I've been in situations where I was something happened where I was like kind of unsafe was at a friend's place, at a girlfriend's place, sleeping on her couch. So, you know, and which is where shit like that happens more often when you do feel safe. So, anyways, that's a whole other conversation.
Another YouTube.
But I say just be, if you're by yourself. Like, if you go out or you whatever, definitely be aware of, if you drink alcohol, be aware of what you're drinking when you first meet someone and you don't know them that well yet. Because if you don't have a friend around to kind of double gauge the situation for you and be like, wait, no, you're being this guy's weird, we need to go. You can make a poor judgment call if you're getting hammered in those situations. So I'd say that, like, just watch your alcohol intake if you're by yourself, for sure. And if you're not by yourself, listen to your fucking friends. If they're telling you, no, we need to leave.
Dude, and I think, I feel like I have the same answer too. Of like, I have a good judge of character. But there's also
sometimes you can be fooled though.
You can. Yes, you can. I feel like pay attention to your surroundings at all times. You can really notice when someone kind of has like a predatory vibe. Yeah. And especially if you are by yourself, you will kind of see their eyes just like locked in on you and like watching almost every move like a predator. Yeah. And those people you want to stay far away from. Yes, definitely. I see like serial killer written all over those people. Yes. Like dungeon basement, like you're not coming out. Yeah. You don't want that.
No, not at all.
And if you, I don't want to say like don't drink, because enjoy your time and like be true to who you are. Yeah. But at the same time, just understand that if you aren't 100% sure about someone, make sure that you're in your most clear thinking state of mind. Yes, exactly. If you do need to get out or leave somewhere, you're able to do so, and they're not gonna like be able to trick you or something.
And that would be another thing I would say is just, as speaking for women anyways, of course, I mean, this all goes for anybody, but generally speaking, women and girls, we are raised to be very polite and pleasing, and especially with men, straight men, to keep them calm, right? And to not antagonize them and not instigate them. But if you feel unsafe, do not be afraid to be like, no, thank you, sir, I'm leaving. Like, that we have to get over that fear of, like, offending someone. Of course, sometimes you might have a fear of, like, I'm now in an unsafe place, and if I do, so he might, like, freak out. But do whatever you can, and you might have to be really firm about it and be like, nope, I'm fucking leaving. And call someone right away or whatever you need to do. When I was in an unsafe situation last year, right about this time, I called her and kept her on the phone for like hours. Yeah. My breakup situation. And I just kept her on the phone because I didn't know what he was gonna do. I didn't know he was off the rails.
That's a good point too, though. But that's someone you knew.
Yeah, I was with this person for half a decade.
So don't, and again, how she said, but just because you know the person and now they're acting irrational, don't feel like you have to
please them
please them and like keep them calm because you know them and you have a relationship with them. Yeah. If someone's acting like off,
he was trying to make me feel like, oh, you're really gonna blah blah. I'm like, yes, you're being crazy right now, and I don't feel safe, and I want you. And he knows her, so like it kind of put him. I think it kind of embarrassed him a little bit, or like made him like put him on blast, to make him behave a little better. Like,
so sad.
But like, it's honestly, like I said, for me anyways, I've been out there and I've dated, I've been single, and it's like, it might sound scary, but I don't know. If you are able to be firm in what you want and what you don't want, and if you are able to keep your wits about you and have a decent judge of character, it's really not that like dangerous. Is it annoying and is there fuckery? Yes.
Yeah. For the people, because online dating's never been my thing, but I hear all the stories as far as like people just automatically, like, you meet on the dating app and it's like, come over to my house. I would highly suggest don't do that. No. Even when I go on first dates with guys and they're like, oh, let me pick you up, I'm like, nope, I will meet you there. Yeah. I do not need you knowing where I live until I get a good judge of who you are.
Yeah. I had some dude that I went on a date with, I was like, oh yeah, I'll meet you there. I'll get the lift. And he's like, no, just tell me where you live. I'll come pick you up. And I was like, no, thank you, sir. And he's like, oh, what? Are you like worried? Blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I don't know you. Yeah. Like, yes. Even when I am out and about and being single Jashana and like going home with a dude the first night I meet him, then when they want to hang out again, I've done this so many times where they're like, oh, come over. And I'm like, no, you're taking me on a date now. Like, you already got me to go home with you on the first time I met you. You got to take me on at least one, like, actual fucking date, sir. Yes. Excuse me. Like, come on. We have some standards. I don't think it's having low standards, though, to go home with someone.
No, I mean,
it's what I want to do.
Yeah. And this is something that she's, like, where we're very different, but something that she's helped me out on a lot, too, because I am Middle Eastern, and if for any of you fellow Middle Easterners out there, our culture is very different when it comes to the opposite sex, and how you basically, especially as a girl, are taught men don't exist, essentially, and you don't talk to them, and you don't trust them, and all the things. But then you're still supposed to get married at some point. Yeah.
Earlier.
Doesn't make any sense. But she helped me grow out of that and kind of just understand. A lot of times in the Middle Eastern culture, but in any culture, I feel like just as women, but it's more common in the Middle Eastern culture, women experience a lot of shame. Like, I can't tell you how many times, I mean, just as a girl, a Persian girl who's, like, talking to a man, having a simple conversation, in my head, I'm like, I can't be talking to him. If people see me, they're going to think I'm a whore, like, because I'm having a conversation. And I actually had to break that thought process out of my head of, like, no, you're literally just a human talking to another human. Yes, I happen to be the opposite sex, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go bang you in 2 seconds. And that's the thing, even if you want to do that, as long as it's what you want to do, and you're not doing it to impress the other person, you're not doing it to feel validated by them.
Yes, or to get them to like you.
To get them to like you. If it's what you want to do 100%, then do it. Like, don't feel shame, don't feel, it doesn't matter. Again, going back to, like, what people think about you, because it just... Yeah. That's on them. If they are like, oh, she's a whore because she went home with him the first night. Well, no.
Yeah. I've had so many, like, girlfriends This is kind of getting on a whole thing,
it
but it's fine. I've had so many girlfriends tell me how they choose to, not sleep with a guy until X amount of dates, which is fine. If that's what you want to do, cool. Do whatever makes you comfortable. But their reason is, I want him to respect me. And I'm like, okay. If a dude is only going to respect you because he had to wait to have sex with you, you don't fucking want him. Yeah. You want the dude who's gonna respect you no matter what, because you're a human being deserving of respect.
Yes.
Whether you sleep with him on the first date or you sleep with him on the 16th date, he's gonna respect you
yes.
because his respect of a person isn't wrapped up in how soon they sleep with someone.
Correct.
That's some dumb shit.
And guys are very I want to win. So sometimes you might just be, it sounds terrible, you might just be a check mark for
a conquest.
Them. Yes. And I heard one girl talking about, she went on a date that she met, a guy she met online. He was a doctor, accomplished, really good looking. And same reason she was like, yeah, they hung out 8 dates before she slept with him. And she felt like, I'm 8 dates in, got this in the bag. They slept together, and then she didn't hear from him.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter.
Yes.
If you wait.
If that's who they are, that's who they are.
Yeah.
If they are not going to respect you,
they're just not going to
respect you. And you holding out on sex, it's not some freaking magic thing. It's still just sex to them. And you
just remember, to all the girls out there, you are more than just your vagina.
Yes. You are more than your vagina. And any dude worth your time will know that.
See that.
And he will treat you the same regardless of when the hell you decide to sleep with him. That just drives me nuts when people do that. I'm like, so you're just withholding to try to force him to be respectful? That sounds terrible. I think every guy I've dated for any length of time, I slept with them right away. And I mean, my relationships didn't work out, but it wasn't because they were disrespectful to women. Myriad of other things.
We don't hate men.
No, I love men. They're great when they're not trash. That was a whole thing about dating. We just went on a tangent there. So we're done talking finally. I'm probably going to break this up into 2 videos. So you might see us again in part 2, depending on how much I'm able to cut out of our endless yammering. I want to get all of it in though, so that's why I'm thinking.
How would you decide?
I know.
It's all so good.
That's what I always think when I film, and then I'm like, Shana, shut the fuck up.
This goes back to us being we're just so cool.
We're great. Everyone wants to
hear what we have to say.
Every single word out of our mouths. False. Yeah, I don't know where I'll break it up, but you guys will probably be seeing us in a part 2 at a later point. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed some of our advice.
Yes.
And found some of it useful.
I hope so,
and
too.
if you didn't find it useful, hopefully you at least found us entertaining.
Hopefully.
Oh, Lord. We should do a podcast.
I'm so down. From San Diego.
She's like, I've been thinking about this. No, on, what is Anchor? The Anchor app? You can, record separately. I think you can, call in and, record one together, even though you're not together.
I want my own TV show, so I'm down for that.
She wants a reality show.
I want a dating show. If anybody knows, an executive producer and they want to put me on, I'm so down for
The Bachelorette?
Basically, yeah. I want, 25 guys to just choose from. It would be so much fun. I always loved, do you remember Next on MTV?
Yeah.
I fucking love that show, and I was or Eliminate, Next, just in the middle of a date, just yell out, Next.
Oh my God, can you do that the next time you go?
I want to so bad. I want to so bad.
Oh my God, that would be hilarious.
And then just wait, look around for can you
the camera crew to come get him. Where's the crew? Why aren't they coming?
I'll be where's my next guy? Can you move, please?
Oh my God. Anyway, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. She already said comment, and subscribe.
Yes. Okay, I want to do this.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've seen that they always do it. So, okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed our video today. As you know, if you liked it, give us a like.
I hate you.
And if you feel so inclined, subscribe.
Oh my God, I hate you.
Can you put it right here?
Sure. I never put it on the screen. Oops. I never put it on the screen, but sure, I'll put it on the screen for you. All right, we're going to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.